All right, we need to get this Bible study going here, ladies and germs. How's everybody doing? Did I say ladies and germs because I'm so full of it? Sorry about that. It's just I've probably made 5,000 videos for my other channel, and I'm just wound up and overly caffeinated, and I need to settle my rear end down is what I need to do. Luke was, if I'm not mistaken, 7 7:35 to 43. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. Love you all. Glad you're here. But wisdom is justified of all her children. And one of the Pharisees desired him that would eat with him. And he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to eat. And behold, a woman in the city, which was a sinner, when she knew that Jesus sat at dinner with the Pharisee's house, brought in an alabaster box of ointment and stood at his feet, behind him weeping, began to wash his feet with tears, and did wipe them with the hairs of her head, and kissed his feet, and anointed them with the ointment. So obviously she's a sheep. So why do they call her a sinner? And it's because she was known to everyone as being a sinner. Obviously her sins are cleansed because she got the call. Now, this was all ordained from before the foundation of the world, that she would be a lost sheep and get the call and go in and do this, and that's what's taking place. And when the Pharisees, which had bidden him, saw it, he spake within himself, saying, this man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman this was that toucheth him, for she was a sinner. Again, known to them as to be one. In other words, this man saw her as a sinner. Obviously, we know she's not because of what she's doing. Remember, your faith is nothing more than your works. It's the evidence of the Holy Spirit working in you. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. What's hoped for? Your salvation. Is the evidence of things not seen. What's not seen? The Holy Spirit, per John 3:8. So her faith was strong. She's not a sinner anymore. She was a lost sheep. Now she is found. And Jesus answering said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And he saith, Master, say on. There was a certain creditor which had two debtors. The one owed 500 pence and the other 50. So we got a parable going on here. And when he had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me, therefore, which of them will love him most? Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave the most. And he saith unto him, thou hast rightly judged. So her sins were aplenty, but of course, showing the love, of course, which was all ordained before the foundation of the world. But y'all understand what's going on there, I think. If you don't ask, it'd be awesome. Wherefore, at the time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who were, let me see. They were Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, but the Babylonian world called them Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But biblically, their Israeli names or Israelite names were Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, as Daniel's name was Daniel, but they called him Belteshazzar. So, all right, good stuff. There we go. So they accused them. They accused Shadrach. Well, let's call them. They accused Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. O thou king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whosoever falleth not down and worship, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning furnace. There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee, and serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring in Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spoke and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you not serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now, if ye be ready at what time you do hear the cornet, the hoop, the flute, harp, sackbut, psalty, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast that same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Get to the rest tomorrow. Love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.